Salute, 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 salute. Okay, man, so you already know who it is. It's Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts, man. Real quick video, getting out the way. So I just finished watching the media workout for Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshals. I had to go through it. I couldn't just watch the whole thing. It's like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes long. And I just wanted to get to a couple of interviews and watch a couple of media workouts. And I really didn't see Savannah Marshals do much. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I got to look. I seen her throw a few little punches, but then I just seen her, raising her hands up and taking a lot of pictures. I watched Claressa Shields' entire workout and her interview. But let me talk about Mikaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgardner real quick. What I think about that fight. It's a dangerous fight. It should be an action-packed fight. It might even steal the show. You know what I'm saying? Both of these fighters have some gifts, some physical attributes. And I see advantages and disadvantages for both fighters. Mikaela Mayer, tall, but she doesn't fight tall. She likes to fight in the inside. She likes to trade. She likes to bang it out, have fire fights, rock'em sock'em robot fights. She has decent power. I like her uppercut. I do like her jab. She's sharp, accurate, tenacity. She's aggressive. She's relentless. She has a decent arsenal. You know what I'm saying? She has a decent arsenal. She has a lot of different little weapons. She can change up levels. If you stand there and bang with her, she'll chew you up. Alicia Baumgardner, when I watch her, I'm a little bit more impressed with her style. She's a little bit more of a virtuoso. She's, to me, a little bit more balanced and just a more complete fighter. When I look at her style, when I look at her mentality, her approach to the fight, overall, I'm more impressed with her going into this fight. I see more paths of victory. I see more ways for her to win this fight. If I was Alicia Baumgardner, I would look to stay on the outside, use my footwork, use my jab. She's a little bit sharper. She has a little bit more accuracy, pinpoint accuracy, and she's like a cobra. She has like a cobra attack. She can sit back, you know what I'm saying, and then she can strike, bow, then she can get out the way. You know what I'm saying? And her footwork is impeccable. She's phenomenal as an athlete, period, point blank. She's just, the only thing I see is she's a little shorter. She's going to have to be very explosive. But athletically, I think she's gifted and talented to where I think if she stays on the outside, you know what I'm saying, uses her jab, chooses her punches, gets in and gets out, I see her being able to punch her way to a victory. Now, Mikaela Mayer, what she's going to have to do is have assault. She's going to have a game plan that's strategically slowing down Alicia Baumgardner. So she's going to have to attack the body. If she doesn't put together body combinations, body shots, a body attack, cut off the ring, work the body, if she's just flicking her jab out there, head hunting, I think she's going to get outboxed the 10 rounds. But if she can successfully cut off the ring, set traps, work the body, slow Alicia down, I think that'd make it a closer 50-50 fight. But I like both fighters. I like their mentality. I like their style. I don't know a whole lot about them, either one of them, to be honest. I maybe watched an interview here and there, but I haven't just focused in and dialed in on them. Maybe after this fight, I really start to pay attention to the winner, which I really think Alicia Baumgardner will come out victorious. Looking at her style, looking at some of her fights, Um, I'm more impressed with her. You know what I'm saying? Athletically and as a boxer, and her style. I just like her style a little bit more than I like Michaela Mayer's style. Michaela Mayer's style, um, I feel like she doesn't take advantage of all of her physical attributes. I wish she developed her outside game to be as, in my opinion, maybe I haven't seen all of her fights, but to me, she's a tall fighter, but she doesn't fight tall. She likes to fight inside the telephone booth, and she got speed. She got a great punch combination, but I would love to see her, uh, use that jab a little bit differently to where she could dominate somebody with just it. I'm sure she can. I'm just saying from what I've seen, I haven't seen her just dominate somebody with the jab, break somebody down with the jab, and then follow up with some of her combinations. But I have seen her in a highlight reel where she has rung somebody bell, and she is deadly. So at the end of the day, I still got to go with the skills. Skills pay the bills when it comes to this fight. I see Alicia Baumgartner, but at the end of the day, we'll see what happens in the fight. Let the best person win. Let the best woman win. Now, going on to Savannah Marshals. Like I said, I really didn't see her do anything as far as a media workout. She threw a few little punches, and that was that. I listened to Peter Fury, his philosophy, what he said, him mentally trying to charge her up, prepare her. And then I'll watch her do a few little interviews, Savannah Marshall interviews. And after she walked away, the interviewer was like, that's the most confident I've ever seen her. She looks like she thinks she has Claressa Shields' number. And to me, the media, is kind of passively aggressively trying to give Savannah Marshals a little bit more edge than I feel like she deserves in certain tones, if that makes any sense. It's like they kind of just a little sly, sneakily say little things that I don't want to turn a molehill into a mountain, but they say just little things that I just feel like it's just scripted in a certain way that it's unnecessary to make Savannah Marshals look a certain way and make Claressa Shields look a certain way. But other than that, I'm not just bent out of shape about the way they are building up this fight. I think this fight is being put together in a major way. I like the fact that it was on the boat. It looked big for women's boxing. It looked like a little something different, just a little bit more appealing. And I think they putting on a hell of a show, period. All the ladies there, they all glistening and shining and glowing. They're glowing up. You know what I'm saying? They all looking great. Claressa Shields is nothing. I can't say enough about her. When I watch her interviews and I watch her media workout, she's a phenom, and she's just graceful. She's intense. She is what's a good word, man? She's polarizing. She is much she is much watch TV, in my opinion. She just has the type of charisma that forces you to hear her and pay attention to her, But as far as her athletically, she looks sharp. She physically is a specimen, should I say. I like the little things they were saying. Like, this is just something I noticed I didn't like the way I heard it. But, you can hear things from different perspectives just the same way as you can see things. Your senses can be from different perspectives. Not that everybody had the same taste buds and eye lenses and eardrums and shit like this and that. But when I heard them say, like, Claressa Shields trying to be, like the black African American woman to carry the flag and this, that, and the third. We just seen what Serena Williams just did, but now that she's stepping down, she's gracefully bowing out. Now Claressa Shields can carry this torch and do this and do that. And it just didn't hit my ears the right way, because it just sounded like they was just saying there can only be one. I didn't like the way this shit sound. I'm like, hey man, I see what they was trying to say, but I don't think they in them. I just don't think they have the type of vernacular and articulation to express what they was trying to say in a way that would have hit my eardrums right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I don't care. It's just certain things, certain drums just beat differently. You just gonna hear the beat, the roll. You know, you're gonna hear the hi-hat just differently. To me, he could have kept that little tidbit out of his thought process. Like, well, now that Serena Williams is gonna be stepping down, now she can do this. Like, they can both carry shit. Whatever, man. I don't want to harp on that shit. Anyways, when I look at her and I see her talk, all I see is confidence. That's all I see. I don't see arrogance. I don't see a false bravado. I don't see bluster. All I see is confidence, purely encapsulated confidence at a zenith level. And I just think that's going to be hard for Savannah Marshals to beat. I know she got some power, and she does have some power. And the thing about Savannah Marshall power, like I said, it looks like it's effortless. She doesn't load up big punches. She can spark you out with a punch out of a combination out of nowhere. That's dangerous to me. I'm still very cautious of that. But I see, even if the way Claressa Shields' mentality is laser focused and dialed in, to me, I just see if she took a big shot that dropped her, I see her having another level, that a switch that's going to put her into a kill mode. So if she gets dropped in this fight, I think that she's just gonna level up. I don't think she's gonna stay down. I could see her getting dropped in this fight like a flash knockdown, because Savannah Marshall got that power that just comes out of nowhere. And sometimes Claressa Shields, for all of her skills, she can still be a little open and reckless sometimes. In my opinion, she's tightened up over the years, but I think as she's tightened up and controlled herself, she's lost a little bit of her aggressive power. So she dials it down. You know, she don't just throw all that caution to the wind. She's more precise. But when she opens up sometimes, I still just see that same girl that was in that T-Rex documentary that just likes to fight, period. She throw boxing out the window. She just likes to fight. She get to throw on them hands, and sometimes when she get to throw on them hands, she leave herself open. And Savannah Marshall just has that type of fluidity in her combinations that I can see her hitting Claressa Shields with something that she don't see, with some power, and knocking Claressa Shields down. And if that happens and when that happens, then I think we'll see Claressa Shields go into a whole, I think she'll go from that woke shit, she'll go back to that T-Rex shit. And that T-Rex shit is going to eat Savannah Marshals up. The silent assassin is going to be, silenced. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be on some Silent Hill. It's going to be her worst nightmare shit. Like, T-Rex is going to come in there and be a carnivore. And, she ain't gonna have no answer for T-Rex. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Let the best woman win, be victorious. I like all these fighters. I like this whole card. I like looking at all these women, all these athletic boxing women with good technique, good form. It's just a good look. Period, point blank. I think right now they about to be taking over for a little while, because Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford, they're sinking the ship. They sinking the ship with this one, and I ain't gonna blame nobody, but I'm gonna tell you what, I see Terrence Bud Crawford abandoning the ship and taking what he can take, and he like jumping on that little boat when the Titanic was sinking. Right now, Terrence Bud Crawford is like jumping on one of them little boats out there, paddling it out, and he'll come back later with the bell, asking, is anybody still out here? I just don't see Terrence Bud Crawford really stepping up the way I would like to see him step up for this huge mega fight between him and Errol Spence. But in the meantime, in between time, Claressa Shields will be carrying the torch. Who else is carrying the torch? These young people coming up in the game, you know what I'm saying? It'll be just fine. I salute. From Nocturnal Thoughts, man, I appreciate y'all. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm gone. Bow.